Okay, so the Warriors and the Clippers just finished up Game 82 of the regular season for both of these teams. A high-stakes overtime brawl where both of these teams went band for band, hitting tough shot after tough shot in one of, in my opinion, the best games of the regular season. It was an expensive win for the Clippers. Kawhi Leonard had to play 47 minutes in this one. You never see those kinds of minutes from that guy. But that's not really the story I want to talk about from this game. Make no mistake, this was an unbelievable game, and it was truly a fantastic ending to the season. This being the last game of the year, really, really, really cool. But I want to talk about something specific about the Warriors rotation, and that is the fact that Jonathan Kuminga has been completely frozen out of the rotation by Steve Kerr. This has been a trend for most of Kaminga's career, that he just cannot get trust from Steve Kerr, and I think this is going to probably represent a big turning point or a big decision that the Warriors have to make, because this Warriors team, even though they're the 7th seed, I do think they will get out of the play-in, stay in that 7th spot, and if that's the case, I'm pretty goddamn confident that they can beat the Houston Rockets, and if that's the case, the Warriors have a real playoff run on their hands. So we got to talk about Jonathan Kuminga's spot in that real quick. If you guys like this video, make sure to like and subscribe. This is going to be a shorter one, but I just want to talk about this because the game just ended. It's fresh on my mind, and this is a really, really big thing that the Warriors have to figure out. So yeah, like and subscribe. Let's just get into this one. Jonathan Kuminga is once again in this game 0 minutes. The Warriors went 9 men deep, and Kaminga didn't see the floor. And the Warriors, they've always had trouble getting Kaminga into the rotation. Steve Kerr just doesn't really trust him. He's never really been a Warriors player. He's not designed to be a role player. He's not a great catch-and-shoot three-point shooter or a great, connecting playmaker or an elite defensive player. He has a bunch of very weird tools, and it's sort of hard to integrate him into the offense without just giving him isolation touches, but he's improved at those Warriors aspects of the game steadily throughout his career. He's become a more effective off-ball player, defender, screener, three-point shooter, passer. He's just a lot more poised in the open court as well, and I think Steve Kerr has actually gotten that out of him a little bit. But the fact that this team is just unwilling to trust him completely, to just give him the keys every now and then, to just let him go off, because when they give him big minutes, we've seen time and time again that Jonathan Kuminga is a great scoring wing, and he's got a lot of potential. But if they ever want to see that potential fully grow, they have to trust him. You can see the body language when Kuminga doesn't trust this team. You can see him getting frustrated. He's obviously asked for a trade last season because he wasn't getting minutes, and when he was getting minutes finally, he started to play well. It's a constant push-pull, and Steve Kerr made the decision today to not play him, and I'm anticipating Jonathan Kuminga to get very limited run in the playoffs this year. And I don't agree with Steve Kerr. I don't agree that Jonathan Kuminga is the type of player that the Warriors should dismiss. I think in this game in particular, the Warriors' offense, which is often very free-flowing and intricate and technical, it got clogged up a lot. Chris Dunn did a really good job defending Steph Curry for a lot of this game, although Steph Curry still fucking torched him. But the Warriors' offense got mucked up a lot, especially in the last possession of the game, that Draymond Green had to take this tough contested layup under the basket. And that was a decent look, all things considered. But the Warriors were just missing a hint of randomness, just some athleticism, just some pop to, set this Clippers defense out of motion. I think Jonathan Kuminga could have actually contributed a lot in this game for the Warriors, and he didn't see the floor for a second. I don't agree with Steve Kerr's assessment of Jonathan Kuminga, that he doesn't fit in the rotation. I think Jonathan Kuminga is one of the most valuable X factors on this team. Every single player that the Warriors played today, other than Quinn and Post, who is a stretch big, all of these guys really do the same shit for the Warriors. They sort of fill similar roles to one another. Moses Moody is basically a 3-and-D wing. Gary Payton's a 3-and-D wing. Buddy Hield is a 3-point shooting wing. Brandon Pajemski is a connecting 3-point shooting playmaking wing. Jimmy Butler is an exception. Draymond Green is obviously their quarterback, and then Kevon Looney is a traditional slow-footed big man. But when you look at this team, it's you understand how all the pieces connect. But they lost this game, and I think this game could have been won by the Warriors had they injected that randomness from Jonathan Kuminga. And I think ultimately what we're going to see is, if you look at this Warriors team, Yes, Pods is very valuable to them, Moody is valuable to them, but ultimately they are sort of luxury goods, and I really do think that they are sort of on trajectory to make a trade this offseason. And the fact that Kaminga can't get minutes, he's going to become the crux of a trade for this team, I think, because I really think he's got serious talent. I'm never going to sell my Kaminga stock. I think he's really, really, really good, and the fact that this team just won't trust him, I don't agree with it. I've seen it time and time again. We've seen this guy prove in big minutes that he can be a good volume scorer, that he can do the other things well, but he will never ever be the player they want him to be if they don't trust him. He's 22 years old, I think. He's really fucking young. Like, I understand they want him to just sort of get in line, to sort of be participatory in this system offense, and a lot of the guys that they draft are perfect for that, but Kaminga was never going to be that player for them. So I don't understand why they keep trying to fit this square peg into the round hole. It will never ever work. So I don't agree with Steve Kerr. I think they're going to still be an amazing team in the playoffs. I would love to see this team make a run to the Western Conference Finals. Make no mistake, this playoffs, 2 through 8, every single team can get to the conference finals, save for maybe the Grizzlies. But all of these teams will go to war with one another. It's unfortunate because the Thunder are just better, unfortunately. That's the one thing that frustrates me. I got really invested in this game on both sides. I'll talk about it a little bit now. The Clippers had an amazing game. Kawhi Leonard looked vintage. James Harden hit clutch shot after clutch shot once the overtime came around, and I really do feel some type of way about this Clippers team making a run. Same with the Warriors, honestly. But I don't see either of these teams beating the Thunder. It's a shame because I think their window is now closed because the Thunder's window is just starting to open. And all of these teams, they might get one more year after this. So they got to hope and pray that something happens with OKC, that they shit the bed, or just something happens, because otherwise they're not going to, I don't think they can make a conference finals run. But both of these teams looked awesome in this game. Again, I really wish Kaminga got some run because I think he has the potential to be a real game buster for this Warriors team that has very little dynamicism, is that a word? Like dynamics on their wings. Like, none of these guys are super athletic between Moody and Pods. Butler's not an explosive athlete necessarily. Kaminga is a fucking freight train when he's attacking the rim, and that would have really benefited them in this game, I think. Especially when you can pull Zubac out to the three-point line with a guy like Quinton Post, or when Draymond Green was hitting his threes in this game. That was a really big story. I don't know. I don't agree with Steve Kerr, and I'm very excited for the playoffs. You're going to see playoff content coming around the corner, probably tomorrow through the next week, as I try to balance that with exams. But if you guys like this video, make sure to like and subscribe, letting me know what kind of content you want to see as the playoffs start up here. Follow the Twitch and the Discord down below, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Cue that music.